Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Coming out with it, it's Pickett. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Spartans offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl clip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double win.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Childs. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well.
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Works the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds a little space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Right on the money. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that play relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time, Joe.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
The sure hands, it's Davidson. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Dropping back, it's Denson. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
3rd and 1 situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davidson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I love that play call defensively because it's third and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it, so why not dial up an anxiety? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Childs. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bringing the heat. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is down to a field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Dropping back, it's Denson. He's got him this time. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Quarterback on the keep. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's McCray. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Spartans want to move quickly. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Hines is tight end. Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Back to pass on second down. Tosses it incomplete. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. The screen, he can go. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Shoots his way for more. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Davidson. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Denson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And it's good from 58 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy. What a nice stop here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And some room to work. There he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to set the tone with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Denson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith.
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Pickett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Collier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It is good. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Childs. He lofts one down the sideline. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Clemson will send the punt team out. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Childs. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The run from the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Between the uprights, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Long field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the quick grab. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Denson. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. He'll keep it on the sneak. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snags a quick pass on the left, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. Got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's caught. Across the 40 out bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off play action. Gonna try to get it himself. Push down for the tackle. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Back to throw, it's Childs. He's got the back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And that is a back-breaking. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This time on target. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Clemson will send the punt team out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle,